all the transaction of everyday day-to-day work, or we are transferring the data, everything to getting into any of the network. That is an example for the security services. So in unit 2 we are going to learn about cryptography and related protocols. Dear students, welcome to computer science classes. I am Ravi Kumar KR, lecturer in computer science, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Students, in this session, let me explain the topics or the syllabus of the paper Subject Network Security. This is for 5th semester BCA students. So here, at the end of this course, the students supposed to know the basic information about the foundation knowledge and focus on cryptography and secure communication and emphasize practical tools and mechanisms and introduce advanced and real-world applications and legal aspects with respect to network security. So as we know that security with respect to computer network is very, very important, and it plays very, very important role. And all the transaction or everyday day-to-day work, or we are transferring the data, everything is happening through a concept of network security. So everybody is relying on the particular network. So it is the responsibility of a network or network provider to provide a network security to his clients, to the customers. So that is the basic concept of this paper. And in this paper, at the end of the course, students must be aware of these concepts. Now here, entire syllabus is divided into 4 units, and it is unit 1, 2, 3 and unit 4. And after that, let me explain the internal as well as question paper pattern of the paper network security. So in unit 1, it says the fundamentals of network security. Now, as I told you just now, what is a computer network? And it is a group of computers. And here, in the computer network, security is also very, very important concept here. So here, everything, all data transfer takes place by relaying the security of a particular network. In this unit, we are going to learn the basic information and technical terms which are related to network security. So first one is Introduction to Information Security, that is CIA triad. So here CIA stands for confidentiality, integrity and availability. So this is with respect to network security in computer networks. And next one is threats and attacks. They are malware, phishing, denial of service and man in the middle. See, under threats and attacks, we are going to learn the definition and example for different types of threats. And threats and attacks, it is nothing but always in the network, threats and attacks will be there with respect to hackers are concerned. So these hackers try to get a control over someone's network without their knowledge. So that is threats and attacks. And attacks may be in the form of different types of malware, nothing but different types of viruses, phishing, denial of services, that is with respect to a hardware, and man in the middle. Next concept is security services. What are different security services? Authentication, authorization, and non-repudiation. So now all of you are familiar with authentication and authorization with respect to username and password. Username and password to getting into any of the network, that is an example for the security services. And cryptography basics. Now what is a cryptography? The cryptography is nothing but the conversion of the plain text into ciphertext for the sake of security, that is during the data transfer in the network. So this is cryptography basics. Under that we are going to learn symmetric versus asymmetric encryption. This is a type of encryption, hashing, digital signatures. Next one is overview of security policies and standards. So here now you know what are the policies, and each and every organization will be having its own rules and regulations or terms and conditions or policies. These policies are nothing but written document. So similarly, with respect to network securities are concerned, we have different policies and standards. So standards, here you can see ISO or IEC 27001 and NIST. These are all the topics to be covered under Unit 1. In Unit 2, we are going to talk about cryptography and secure communication. Means how do we secure our communication? In the sense, how the data to be protected during data transmission in a computer network. For that, the concept is cryptography. It is a conversion of plain text into where human beings cannot read it, cannot understand this. So that is the concept of cryptography for the sake of data security in the computer network. Under that, we are going to learn the different algorithm. This is one type of symmetric key algorithms, DES and AES. Asymmetric key algorithm, there we are learning RSA and Diffie-Hellman key exchange algorithm. Next one is hash function, MD5, SHA family. These are the algorithms to be learned in this unit. Public infrastructure, that is PKI, and certificates. Secure communication protocols. So here SSL, TLS, HTTPS, IPSCC, and VPNs. See, these are different protocols we are involving in the cryptography and secure communication. We are going to learn the definitions and functions of each and every protocol. So in Unit 2, we are going to learn about cryptography and related protocols and types of algorithms. In Unit 3, it is network security tools and mechanism. So here we are using, under that we have firewall. All of you are familiar with the word firewalls. See, this is, we are going to install at the end of the devices in any organization. So what is the function of firewall? In general, it is going to filter the data or data transmission from within, or any data is going outside the organization, or any data is coming into the organization. Everything has to pass through these type of firewalls. So there's a basic definition of firewall. So we are going to learn the different types of firewall like packet filtering, proxy, and stateful inspection and configuration. Next one is intrusion detection and prevention system. Intrusion in the sense, if any of the person of any outside organization, if he is try to getting into your system or your network, they are referred as intruders, and this is intrusion detection and prevention system. Then virtual private networks, VPN, and tunneling protocols. Then wireless security protocol, if you talk about wireless network, and there also we are using protocols, WEP, WPA. All these are different protocols of Wi-Fi connectivity or security. Now, security in cloud and IoT environment. Cloud services, you have learned about cloud services. So what is security, how to implement in cloud services, and also Internet of Things, IoT environments. And again, finally, this is case studies, real world breaches and lessons learned. See, these are the topics to be covered in Unit 3. In Unit 4, it is advanced topics and management. So in this one, we are going to learn the security in operating systems and applications. Then incident response and disaster recovery planning, and security auditing and vulnerability assessment, and ethical hacking and penetration testing basics, and emerging trends like zero trust architecture, AI in security, and blockchain of security. Then legal and ethical issues, that is cyber laws in India, IT Act 2000, GDPR basic. So generally in the Unit 4, we are going to learn some more advanced topics like security and operating system, and also on different applications. Then in security auditing and vulnerability assessment, whether suppose if you implement any of the security tools we have to check whether the particular network it has to be audited for vulnerability assessment. In the sense, if there are any loopholes, then we have to find out loopholes in the network, as well as we have to find out the measure to protect all these data from different types of loopholes. Now, ethical hacking. You know what is hacking? Means hacking in the sense unauthorized access into your network without your prior permission. So, but it is ethical hacking. What is the ethical hacking? So here, the person who has taken the permission from the owner to get into their network, that is ethical hacking. And emerging trends, we have different trends like zero trust architecture and so on. And finally, it is issues which are related to the cyber laws in India under IT Act 2000. See, these are the topics to be covered in Unit 4. In the next slide, let me explain the question paper pattern. So here, this is a total theory is for 80 marks. Out of 80 marks, again here, part A. Here, there are 4 units. From each unit, you will get 15 marks each. So 15 into 4, 60 marks. And again, out of 15 here, your question is divided into either 7 and 8 marks questions. And here, this is for 60 marks and another 20 marks. Here you are getting, there are 10 questions for 2 marks each. So this is 20. Totally, the theoretical paper is for 80 marks. Then when it comes to internals, so here we are going to have internal for 40 marks, and internal 1 is unit 1, and internal 2, it will be having unit 2 and 3. So your internals, that is 40 marks, it includes marks from internal 1, internal 2, and also Viva, assignment, seminars, and presentation. All together is internal for 40 marks. Now let us see the different reference material for this concept or for the syllabus 5th semester network security. See, these are the different study materials or reference book. So far, I have briefed you about the syllabus prescribed by the University of Mysore for the course BCA of 5th semester. Thank you very much.